What's up everyone, Chase Goffman here with GLBN. In our last video, we gave you the rundown on all the state champions, so today we're going to talk with some of those state champion coaches. And then we're also going to go over the MHSIBCA scholarship winners, coaches of the year, and the AllState team members. But first, please make sure to subscribe. It only takes one click. But for now, let's roll.
It was a pretty cool feeling. Obviously, we were all excited. Last year we got knocked out at regionals. We had a tough day. We were a very strong team last year, and we had a tough day. We got knocked out, but we didn't make it by 3 pins. So that was always kind of in our, in the back of our head a little bit. And they, we talk about it a lot, and that was the goal. And anyone who knows that state final format, you can be a very good team and have one thing go wrong, and all of a sudden you don't win. So we never took it for granted, but I was really excited for the kids. Stressful for me because we go to these tournaments and people would say, you have a strong team, you're your odds-on favorite and all those things. I'm like, oh boy. So it was, for me, honestly, it felt like a great relief. I was just so excited for the boys. I did have 5 seniors this year, and it was like a next man up. And you talk about camaraderie. They're all buddies, and they've been buddies. They've been bowling since they've been in elementary school together. So they're all friends outside of class, outside the bowling alley, and they are, they help each other out. That really helped with team chemistry, for sure. It's very team oriented. We are next man up. You never know who's the guy that's going to throw the next 250 or more. So we weren't necessarily relying on just one guy, which really obviously helps our depth. Honestly, but yeah, with my administration, the coaches in the KLAA have reached out to me, which is really cool. Jason Malloy, our commissioner, and honestly, my parents have been so good. Where, hey, we need to get some food for the boys. They got snacks for the boys. They're making sure everyone's where they need to be at certain times. Where they just literally let me coach. I had to worry about none of those other details. And I mean, honestly, without the parents, I don't think we would have. I know I couldn't pull it off by myself. That's for darn sure.
On the west side, we don't feel like we get the recognition of the east side schools, and that's kind of been my battle cry for the last 3 years, is we're going to start bringing some of these state titles back to West Michigan. We bowl over here too, So, and my kids bought in, and just to see their hard work and all the things they did, kids changed their games, bought into the system of, making spares, filling frames, doing the drills at practice, even when they got tired of them, even when they were boring. And to watch kids that have been doing, bought into the system for the last 3 years, watch them be successful, special. We made the round of 8 last year. We lost, the state runner-up was Dan Fry. We lost him. He graduated, and it was Dan's team for 4 years. And then it felt like it transitioned to Kyle's team. This year, with one more year to work with Ryan, one more year to work with Ian, and then Caden come in, and that was the difference. I mean, Caden actually threw the front 11 in the first round of match play for 298, and if I don't say that, I think he'd be a little upset with me. But that was kind of the momentum we needed. We kind of rode that momentum all the way through the finals, and big part of that, the piece of that puzzle was Caden's 298. The athletic department at Northview has been instrumental in the success of Northview bowling. The athletic department just basically whatever the bowling program needs, they seem to come up with it and provide. The kids have some of the best coaching in the area. Cannot be successful. High school bowling can't be successful without the right parents. And the parents of these kids, they know that as long as we support and back the coaches up, we're going to be in good shape. We have fantastic parents. They buy in. Whatever you guys need, we'll help you with. They don't interfere, and it's successful.
It was awesome. It was happy for everybody, but to be a state champ, for my first year of coaching, was awesome. We had how many girls on there? Their first. We have a couple girls that already had them, which it was just awesome. I mean. What they did this whole season, their hard work finally paid off, and they all stuck together with it too. So, and of course our seniors, there were tears, but it was tears of joy, but also knowing it was the last. But to go out on such a big high, that was even more phenomenal. We had 2 seniors that came back. one was on the back because this is our third win in the last 4 years. We had 2-3 freshmen, new girls. We had one that was a sophomore, but our freshman, she stepped it up. But when our girls got down, somebody else was there to pick them up. I mean, you always hear that, but to actually watch them drive because they really wanted to get to this very end goal that we got to. I guess I just thank our whole team, even our boys. You know, at the very beginning, we were always together, and then some of it got to where it was like we needed our own separation. We separated from the boys a little bit, but the boys realized that we all feed off each other, and then we all came back together. Every time we'd have a tournament or anything, we all huddled together. We all exercised together. We all try to pump each other up, and that's probably such a great feeling to know that we turned out to be such a great family. Even our parents, they all support us too. I mean, I don't know, I guess representing Bronson for the last 7 years that we started this, and to come out with 2 boys state titles, 1 individual one, and have 3 state titles for the girls, I don't know how much more we can do.
Now it's time to announce our MHSIBCA scholarship winners. To be eligible for the awards, bowlers must have been a senior with a GPA of 3.65 or higher. 10 scholarships were awarded, and here are your winners. 1 boy and 1 girl from each division earned themselves a $500 check for future schooling, and from D1 we have Sydney Allison of Belleville and David Shaberg of Holt. David will be receiving the scholarship that will now be known as the Justin Schilling Memorial Scholarship. In Division 2, Mia Fields from Marshall and John Spahalski from Bay City John Glenn received scholarship honors. Division 3, Paige Westergaard of Regina and Gavin Azar of Hazel Park earned the $500. In Division 4, Lindsay Andrews from Atherton High School and Dominic Cornell of Beaverton took home the award. And the winner of the Ronald P. Tomasoni Scholarship is Benjamin August Titus of Lakeshore High School. He'll be going to Lawrence Tech this fall. The scholarship honors Tomasoni, one of the forefathers of Michigan State high school bowling, who led the way to make it a varsity sport back in 2003. The Matt Fiorito Scholarship will go to Shane Gagnon of Davidson High School, who will be going to Trine University. This $1,000 award honors Fiorito, who began the Michigan High School Bowling Dream Teams. Now it's time to announce our Coaches of the Year. To be eligible, coaches must be an MHSIBCA member. In Division 1, we have Daniel Hejka, coach of the Livonia Franklin boys, and Paul Price, coach of the Macomb Dakota girls. For Division 2, Kim Sisk of Carlson Gibraltar and Kaylee Tubbs of Flint Kersley earned Coach of the Year honors. Kent Crawford of Gladwin won the award for the D3 boys, while Brian Taylor and Tony Weber of Sheboygan won it for the D3 girls. And in Division 4, the winners are Susie Thayer of the Lumen Christi boys and Linda Hyska for the Bronson girls. And now it's finally time to announce the members of the 2022 All-State teams. We'll start with the Division 1 girls on First Team All-State. We have Emma Sikursky, Alyssa Fortney, Kayla Taffanelli, Bailey Tomlin, Morgan Smith, Morgan Malazewski, Ava Crumley, and Melanie Straub. On First Team All-State in Division 2, we have Carly Van Dynen, Bella Harnish, Cadence Bottrell, Abby Worden, Caitlin Johnson, Rebecca Music, Sophia Santo, and Leah Snyder. For Division 3 on the All-State First Team, we have Elizabeth Tuber, Brooke Binder, Samantha Nichols, Abby Gutowski, Peyton Brake, Heaven Swate, Natalie Kapanowski, Madeline Kehoe, and Sydney Nichols. Now for the D4 girls on the All-State First Team, we have Morgan Brunner, Idalia Hernandez, Morgan McCann, Becca Claypool, Jordan Downham, Brooke Smith, Hadassah Bloom, and Destiny Ranquist. Now for the Division 1 Boys First Team All-State. We have Ian Wright, Jared Musser, David Shaberg, Carter Mlasenovich, Connor Rogas, Carson Homs, Ian Kane, and Shane Gagnon. Over to Division 2 for the First Team All-State, we have Zach Sisk, Kyle Pranger, Owen Williams, Nathan Roberts, Logan Jarr, Howie Hammond, Gage Slager, and Travis Montgomery. And for First Team All-State in Division 3, we have Cole Swanberg, Tyler Downs, Brady Weston, Dustin Mockel, Donovan Lehman, Colin Hickman, Daniel Webby, Charles Brown III, and Trenton Altman. And in Division 4 All-State First Team, Jackson Kremer, Ethan Lindsay, Raphael Woods, Austin Volmering, Matthew Miller, Riley Devereaux, Ben Garcia, and Ben Childs. Of course, all this info and more can be found at MHSIBCA.com if you'd like to go and take a look for yourself. We'll be back with more info in a few weeks, but make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and maybe even leave a comment this time. I'm Chase Kaufman, thanks for watching. Make sure you go out and shoot some 10 pins.